Good morning. Hi, this is Travis from the National Weather Service, and this is your weather hazard briefing for Friday, February 9th. We'll have continued light snow today as we have a weak upper level low over us, and then we'll have some dry conditions Saturday onward. I would just mention that low today models were NBM model was trending quite higher the last couple days, and then just recently in the last couple of runs, it's trending downward. We are looking to be cooler than normal today into tomorrow. Then it goes back to the normal and slightly above normal into next week as we have that high pressure build over us. So here's the high pressure ridging that will build over us, and here's a very weak low. You can't hardly see it in this image. The next image I'll show it better. But overall, this is a broad trough. We're right on the edge of it as high pressure ridging starting to build into us in our western areas. We'll move out the precip pretty quickly today, and we'll have lingering precip over our eastern areas throughout the remainder of today. So you can kind of see rotation right here, just barely, and that's going to bring some precip. You can see the precip now. Most of it's in the southeast highlands, and it's kind of wrapping up into the Arco area. All this is very light. We got a dusting in Pocatello earlier out here at the airport and a little bit more in town. Models are continuing to show another round later this morning into the afternoon, kind of focused on the upslope area in this area. Again, that's where we have just minor impacts, and I'll show you the snow amounts. They were quite higher, and I'll show you all the discrepancies there. But today will be the last day of snow. There will be just a little bit of lingering along the Wyoming border, and then just mostly dry from then on. Perhaps just a dusting up in the eastern highlands, Island Park area on Monday. Here's our lows today. All of it will be snow, maybe with the exception of Burley. They might have a rain-snow mix if they get any precip. But again, with the high pressure building in from the west, it's likely not going to get much more, if any, precip today on our western borders. Here's the snowfall amounts. This is what the models were showing earlier. I'm pretty sure in the next NBM model run, it will cut these probably in half. I'm looking at the multiple models out there. They're all just trending downward for this low. It doesn't have a lot of moisture with it, but it does look like it'll set up where you'll have some upslope flow. Again, they were showing about 2 inches for Pocatello earlier. I don't think that's going to happen looking at what's going on now. And so here's the higher end amounts, which is very close to what we had in the forecast, maybe slightly higher, particularly in the mountains here. But in reality, what we'll see is probably more on the low end, just a trace to a couple tenths in this eastern edge of the Snake Plain, and then 2 to 4 inches in these mountain areas here. Maybe that's kind of what it's trending towards at this point. Temperatures, here's your lows and highs for Saturday. Again, just very slightly cooler than normal. We haven't seen that type of temperatures in a few weeks. And then just a little bit of lingering snow, or very early in the morning on Saturday. And then Sunday, here's your lows and highs. Even some teens creeping up as lows, and then getting back into the mid-30s for some locations during the day. As far as our 6 to 10 day outlook, we're trending drier or near normal precip chances. And then as far as temperatures, we're going back to near normal to above normal. And then 8 to 14 brings in some moisture, primarily coming in from the south, but we'll get some slightly higher than normal chances for precip, and then we do continue the trend of being near normal to slightly above normal on the temperatures. So just as a recap, we do have that weak upper level low over our area right now. It's bringing some very light snow. It's trending downward on the snow amounts. They were in the upwards around 2 inches, 1 to 2 inches for Pocatello, and now doesn't look like it will even get quite 1 inch. But we'll continue the model runs on that and just look for an update later this morning on the exact amounts. But are looking for cooler than normal today and tomorrow. We turn overall dry this weekend into next week. We'll start a little bit cooler than normal and then go back above normal. And any waves we have will bring little to any precip, probably just in the Island Park area. So that concludes the briefing. If you have any questions, give us a call at this number. Thanks.